Okay, I guess that we're all here. Welcome to the weekly roundtable.
Good evening, everybody. Hey, folks.
Okay, so we have the first question from Radem. He's asking who are these Ether-1 people? Is this a clone of Pirl or some sort? Well, I'm not sure that we can answer that. I really haven't looked into this project, and actually, we shouldn't really care because everyone is free to do what they want. If they liked Pirl and want to do something similar, they're welcome to do it. We know how much it cost us, so if they think they have the resources and they have some nice idea to bring to the blockchain, everyone is welcome to do that. Actually, the more people are working with this technology, the further we can go with the adoption of blockchain and masternode concept and everything overall. So we have Dax here. Now that Pirl Tube is up, when should we suggest people to build Quono channel there? Also, how can they expect to get paid compensated? Well, Dax, we have mentioned multiple times that we'll be developing Pirl Tube, but Pirl Tube is part of our ecosystem, and it's really there for the people of Pirl. And in future, with all the developments and all the features that we want to bring, we just want to have something complete for the everyday use, so people can be able to store files, share videos, and whatever they might need for entertainment, social, and services that are usable for their everyday lives. The compensation will be in terms of really. Sorry, I think I lost my connection for a bit. It will be peer-to-peer thing. People will be able to tip each other and to appreciate the shared content. But besides that, we will have the possibility to for content creators and people that are using Pirl Tube to create pay-to-watch videos. Let's have, for instance, your tutorials. If you do something that's really innovative in your sphere and you want to teach people doing that, you'll be able to post a video and say, okay, this video will cost 50 Pirl to watch, and whoever wants to watch it will pay you 50 Pirl. And if they know that you can teach them something, they'll be able to pay you for the content that you want to bring up. Well, Alan, actually, the registering of the account is not just to be using the services, but actually, when people join in the application and we want everything to be decentralized, we need them to agree on the terms. And when they agree on the terms, they are actually sending this information that they agree with the terms to the blockchain. So this is something that actually also records that the user is have read and agreed with the terms of use and privacy and so on.
Yeah, we can maybe later do something like some free Pirl or free inscription or something like that.
Yeah, so will also be possible to live stream in the future. Yes, the Telecom. Well, I think that we already have started with this technology and we have the base, but as we wanted to already launch and have people experience and beta test the basic options and features of Pirl Tube, we released it without this technology. But this is something that will be coming up next. Sorry guys, my dogs turn the pot around and make a mess here. Okay. So other than announcements today. Okay, Leif, let's leave that to Master Dubs. Do we have any announcements?
For the moment, we don't have any announcements except that the contest master node is running well. So I'm thinking to put it out of beta like next week normally, so we can activate the payout.
So therefore, we will prepare an official announcement beginning of next week and share the details with how this will go, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's.
Why don't Big Optimist Corner has a question? Why they don't pay reward on the owners? It's because we always work like that since the beginning of Pirl. We put master node in beta and we don't pay it for the beta, and because we want to be sure everything is running well. As I said, the beta will be out, so you will be paid.
Yes, this has been done with the premium master nodes as well, and we actually gave a bonus to all the participants in the beta. But the beta periods are something that people are not obliged to do. They're welcome to join. They're welcome to share their resources and participate in the testing of the technology, but they are not obliged. So this is a personal choice that everyone can be doing for themselves. And we really thank everyone that have been joining with the testing and performance and stress test of the entire system. Okay, we have Fatih here. If you're a brand new user, maybe someone who just heard about Pirl Tube, then you download and open it. There is no way for them to actually register without being involved. And now,
yeah, that's
so
why
yes.
I think it's why I think we will made some kind of read-only view or something like that. Fat. So we can show the people how to use what they can do with that, but without able to be to upload or to tips or something like that. After that, they will be able to enter easily in crypto because they will be able to buy the crypto directly from Pirl app. So yeah, it's just a bit of time.
But what Fatih is saying is really true, and we should be able to look into some possibilities to allow that. We had known this for a while, and we had some ideas running about that, but nothing in place yet. Okay, so we have a question from MK. What is happening to those funds in the meanwhile? Okay, so I think that we had this communication with the community and discussion where we discussed what we can do with these funds, and we agreed that a portion of the additional block rewards that are supposed to go to the master nodes, meanwhile, will be going. Portion of that will be going to the premium master nodes that are currently deployed, and a portion of that will be dedicated to a wallet for community initiatives and campaigns run by the campaigns run by the community. So we have and we'll be using this for Pirl docs. I think Master Dubs can confirm that, and also we see that people are trying to build a new initiative with the quarterly maintained reports,
Newsletters.
status reports of the project, and we'll be having Dust, Blaze, and Aaron to work on that. Meanwhile, everyone is still invited, and we'll be happy to see more and more detailed plans with budgets and so for campaigns and any community initiatives that will be working towards the good of the project, and we'll be accepting anything that's good for the project. I'm sorry, guys, my nose is a little bit locked today, and I'm having hard time to talk, but I hope you understand me because.
Yeah, we understand you. No problem.
So the idea will be to do as we already discussed. We had a small voting done with the people. Most of you guys are here. So we'll be running the campaigns and that. Now that the content master notes will be changing. Yeah. Okay. Can we get to the next question? Meanwhile, we had this announcement this week, guys, that we are doing a small cleanup on the team. We have removed some people that, due to their everyday lives and normal jobs, don't have enough time to spend with the project, and it's really hard when we have these people in the team. We are relying on their time, and when they come at this spot where they're too busy to cover their tasks, and we become short-handed on various tasks. So we'll be fixing that, and yes, we already opened positions. We have test objects in the team. He's showing us a great writer so far. We'll be looking for more positions to cover over time, and actually just exchange the people that couldn't spend more of their time for the project with people who want to participate actively and have the required qualities, of course. Everyone is welcome to submit. If you think that you have any way to be good for the project, and any way that you can contribute with some of the tasks, you can use the form in the latest announcement and give us your details. We're also looking for developer to help with the integration of Procpol. We already had some discussions with the guy here yesterday that was part of the BCI team that worked on the integration of their project. And what else? Packetflow. Come on, guys, don't be shy. We will have a walk for the content.
Yes,
about the usage.
you will have monitoring for that.
Fat is asking, can we integrate the pull list into the app? Fat, I think that we'll be integrating Easy Miner. Maybe Julian can confirm that. But
no, I will not confirm.
Yeah, you can say. Just
we are working, yeah, on integrating.
Hey, George. Happy to have you here, man. Okay, now that the master nodes are stable and Pirl Tube is usable, what is the next for this project? Add to storage master nodes, etc. This is question for Julian.
Sorry, what was the question?
It's from
Okay.
DAX. Now that the master nodes are stable and Pirl Tube is usable, what is the next for this project? ETA on storage master nodes.
ETA or storage master node, we talk about it in the last meeting. So we don't have ETA for the moment. It will not be for this year because it's built from scratch. What's next in the project? Pirl Tube stay in beta. We need to improve a lot of things in it. So we will finish it. After that, you have the roadmap. In the roadmap, you have also the marketplace that we need to do. Finish company things, and then the Pirl Pay. So yeah, we have a lot to do in the project. The project isn't done.
Okay, next question is what has Biga done so far to promote Pro? Has the partnership been worth it so far?
I think it's really clear what Biga do. They build some presence with tweeters, with some influencers. They made some video to around Pirl Tube and so on. We will publish another video from them. They write some text and some article.
Yeah, basically content marketing, and some of their influencers are involved. What we have discussed with you guys is that we are using part of the package that Biga usually offers, and we'll be doing this step by step because we want to control the expenses of the project versus what we are getting against that. And as soon as we have a movement in price in a positive direction, we'll be able to use some more of their services. And Biga really can do a lot of marketing in a lot of directions. It's just that we are using a small part of they can offer right now. And over time we will be building up into this partnership with them, depending on the project's capabilities on financial term.
Okay, after that we have a question from MK. Is there a forum where we can give some feedback about Biga? Some of us were unhappy with the copy we saw in the past, copy, text, grammar. Yeah, you can put it in a suggestion, or you can talk to me as you do already for other things. I think I'm really open about that. But when you talk about thing, I will just point something. If you want something constructive, just put facts. where you see it. If you have the article with the grammar that caused the problem, just highlight it. So we have fact to say. Just let's say if you just put a sentence like yeah, there is a grammar problem or da da da, but we need some fact, and then we can look on it. We can agree or not, or we can check. But that's the goal, to be constructive, and you can do it in suggestion like you all do in the past.
By content. What about the space needed by content and storage nodes? Videos need a lot of space. Requirements set about 20 gigabytes per node. With about 16 nodes, we have 12 terabytes. What is the usage on Pirl Tube? Does ramp up extremely quickly?
That we are working on it. We will work. We will highlight that point in the announcement. It's why we want to reward based on the space usage and so on. So people will add more and more storage. We can go higher with the requirement of the VPS also, but the problem we got with the VPS without changing our requirement is I do a check for the 4 gigabyte. And a lot of people were pissed because they don't have 4 gigabytes on the VPS they rent. So yeah, I want you to hire that requirement, and but step by step, because yeah, people need to realize that and so on. So more you have, better it is. And as George say, we will benchmark the master node, so you will be in the ranking. We need to check exactly how we can do that fairly, but that's the goal.
On that note, I'm ready, willing to provide up to 1 gigabyte, but still haven't gotten the correct method to increase Marlin. Yes, yes, Dax, we'll be obtaining a list of commands that can be run for maintaining the node and how to be able to configure
Yeah,
that.
but about that, I think we discussed it in the content master node channel. You have to edit manually the configuration.json for that.
Yes, I think that Dax is willing to help us with documenting a guide on how this can be done. Just need a little help for the commands, and so.
Oh, okay.
So we will look into that together and obtain the list with commands, so we can come up together with something that can work as a guide for the simple users.
Yeah, and really, we need to push the documentation. So, guy, if you want to write a guide or on whatever about the Pirl documentation, please feel free to do it. You will be rewarded for it. But it's very important that we have only one place to look around for that. I think we got pretty good progress now on the documentation, by the way.
Yes, DP Telecom is the guy that you need to contact. He's managing that on our end, the community end. Anyone that's willing to contribute in any way with the documentation is able to contact him. Perfect, Alan. Thank you, man. You've been doing a great job recently with that videos. We're very happy to have you.
Yeah, I think we can also include it in the documentation part of the video, because it's really good. Thank you, Alan, for that. I think you worked with Noobstick with that. We have Packetflow. Sorry about your terabyte. Yeah, we can maybe put a configuration, but you can just change it in the config, as Blinky said after. Just edit it and you change the value.
Thank you for help. We come to the Pirl talks. Yeah, would be helpful. Yes, Fatih, that's a good idea.
Remember, in the Pirl app, feel free to submit bug feature you want and so on. And it's really good because we have a lot of return about that. I think that's have created a lot of issue. So it's really helpful for us to work on it. We try to improve it. It's just big work, but
Yes, but all that testing have helped us identify. Even in the first 3 days, we have identified, I think, a big portion of the reasons for failing couples, and we already have passed that problem. That was maybe one of the biggest problems for the application. So thanks guys for the active participation and all the time that you spent to investigate the problem with us, and this have really helped with the fast fixes we could apply to the application even in the first days.
Pirl Tube for Linux, to be honest, is not for now directly. We will try to improve the Mac and Windows version first, and then we just port it to Linux and compile it for it. So you will have to wait a bit. Yeah, I know. You want a package to run on Linux. I think we are pretty good so far with Pirl Tube. A lot of video uploaded, right, folks?
Yeah, it's going good, and the guys have been really helpful with the testing. Minor on DAX, don't agree. So many people, I cannot really name them all, but they have been really active and helpful with the tests. As long as we have this amount of testing and communication going back and forward between us, I think that we'll be going really good with the beta and see the product sooner than if we didn't have that.
Yeah. Also, there is some cool tutorials on Pirl Tube. That's really cool, really great. We changed it also how those things works. Now the video is automatically approved, so there is no admin check. But if you find some content not desirable and so on, you just submit and as a ban. So it's too quick to speed a bit the process. Yeah, correct.
Watching videos possible without any consent. Yes, we had a discussion about that, and we'll be looking into some possible solutions for that. Once, but to only one watermark in the video. Yes.
Is it allowed? Yes, you can use Pirl Logo watermark in that, but just you just have to mention that you are not part of the Pirl company or thing like that to cover legal thing, because otherwise all is in one package. But feel free to use the logo.
Yes, the logo is publicly shared on our website, giving rights to the community to use it in any Pirl-related content. You have our permission, let's go with that. As anyone else in the Pirl community. It was just answered a while ago. Optimistic call.
One Pirl app for Linux, yeah, I just answered before it.
Yes, Alan, we'll be updating the terms of use briefly.
Okay. Okay, so Pirl Tube you can do yeah, it's 1080 resolution. 4K is good, but you don't have it for the moment. Yeah, we can improve, and it's just a selector.
I think that it will come too much for the use space to have all these resolutions, and 4K is really a waste of bandwidth and storage, as Dax mentioned.
Yeah, and also the problem people will have need to have a really good connection to upload the video. That's the problem.
We'll be going step by step, guys. Scaling of the network, scaling of the features, everything that's come and go with the application. Everything is a matter of time and progress, which are basically tied to each other. Dax, is this guy going to make us believe that we cannot see in 4K? Coming from you, I will believe that without watching it. I think I saw something recently about the frames per second that a human eye is not capable to see more than 60 frames per second or something like this. So no wonder if we are not able to see 4K as well. To be honest, when I see these test videos that are showing 4K, but I see them in 1080, they already look way better than actual 1080. Just look at what Telecom uploaded in the Pirl Tube, and you'll see that it's originally a 4K test video, but if you watch it in 1080, and you already see a big difference between the normal 1080s and this one. It's just a shiny source with really good quality. So if you have all the points in actual 1080, you already see it looking perfect. Yeah, it's quite portable version right now with no installer and so.
Maybe we can issue some official Pirl Tube USB key.
George, Max had some great designs for Pirl t-shirts. Just leave him a message, he will give you the design and they can print it locally for you. There were some really nice one, and for Pirl Tube with the Pirl Tube logo as well. You can ask him to make you one for Pirl storage. Okay, guys, do you have any more questions?
I don't think so. I'm just want to drop a word about DP Telecom. Because this guy is highly supporting us. So yeah, I really appreciate him. He do a great job on the documentation and with the community. So I think, and I want to award him the place to manage the doc like he do, and to manage the Discord if it's okay for everyone.
Absolutely. He's been so helpful for a long time, guys. Never asking for any reward. He's been moderating a big part of the Discord ever since the enthusiast role was created. He's been constantly in touch with the community, doing everything on his own initiative without anything, being it asking to be special or anything. He's been just so helpful all this time.
Yeah, it just what I like with him is just he's working and he's doing his things to improve the dogs, helping on the Discord, and I really like this kind of initiative. In fact, because he's autonomous. We don't have to give task or whatever. He do, and the thing is rolling. So yeah, welcome in the team.
He never asked for a role as well.
Yeah.
He's been just doing the job without.
Great, guys. Thank you very much.
You are most welcome, man. Really happy to have you in the team with us, and this is a great day for the community and the project for me. I'll pop the champagne for you tonight.
Yeah, right. End of the year.
Fat bit.
Fats BS channel.
Yeah, I just don't want to translate that.
It's a Black Serpent channel. It's not
Yeah.
bullshit.
Black Sabbath. Minor Allen, yeah.
It's not about being helpful and free of charge. It's about if you love what you do and you do it because you want to do it, or you do it because you have something on your mind. I think this is one of the great things that could be the best best thing you can see in someone, and believe that this guy, he really wants to help. He wants to be part of the project. He wants to do his part for anything that he is capable to do, and he's picking up on anything that he's been able to do for all this time. It's not just about trust. Trust is something big, but it's also about loving what you do.
Yeah.
I know not everyone can attend this every Saturday, but other team members' attendance would be nice once in a while. I know there is a couple that have never attended.
Yeah, that's we have 2 points on that. I will speak for your sister folks, for example, Iskra that's working on Pirl Tube. He's speaking English, but like me at the beginning, it's hard to speak in public, and she also has a family life. So she's working like a beast during the week, and we cannot ask her to come here in the weekend because she has child and she has the
She
family.
also has a side job, and every Saturday she's doing lectures. She's teaching classes of JavaScript in the university. So this is also another thing that we cannot have her here.
George is here.
George is here, but overall we are trying not to put any additional things to do of the people that already have so much to do. And we're here to answer you guys about any questions. We are communicating with them. Master Dubs is in touch with everyone from the team. He knows perfectly what, who is doing what, and so on. About Sokal, I think that
No, he has a delay today. In fact, he asked me to delay the meeting, but I was sleeping because I was tired. And when I see it, it's like 10 minutes before. So yeah, I can't delay the meeting. Packetflow, yes, we have a FAQ. On the website, I think there is one building on the docs website, but feel free to do more on it. I think DP Telecom is more aware than me on the doc FAQ. Or maybe you folks, you know that? We don't
no,
have it.
DP Telecom was doing so much on it, so he don't even allow me to open the website.
Yeah, MK, we just improve it the background of Pirl. So yeah, for Poseidon, we got good result, I think, and it's why we don't have released also the all the content of Masternode and so on in one shot. But this week you will be able to get a reward, I think.
Okay, do we have any more questions, guys? If not, we can go celebrate DP Telecom.
Okay, so if you want to do something, to work on something, I will just repeat it, submit it, the ID. If you have a plan, we see some cool initiative this week, I think. Yeah, we are really open to do it. If you send us something and we don't reply you in the day or so on, just ask again, please. We have a lot of people asking, so sometimes we can have something missed. But feel free to do it, please.
Yes, I've been in touch with Blaze. He will be working with Aaron, and Aaron have showed also some great writing skills. So I'll be really happy to see this new initiative happening. They already sent me some template they would be willing to use for the quarterly review. So the guys are working, and soon we may have a new running initiative there.
So I just want to thanks again one time the community, the dev with who I working with, the dev, all the team. So thank you to make Pirl great. I will not take the sentence for another guys.
Thank you guys for participating, and see you again next week. Meanwhile, we are here for you. If you have anything to ask or something, if you want to discuss, you are always welcome to get in touch.
And I will just have a request. If we can upload this video on Pirl Tube, will be great. You know what? I will reward 50 Pirl to each people that upload a video. Let's say
Nice.
21st video on Pirl Tube, 20 video on Pirl Tube, and yeah, just screenshot it, publish on Twitter, and you will be rewarded.
Nice.
I need a screenshot from Twitter. Okay, guys, thank you very much for attending, and see you next week. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.